Sure, guys, welcome back again to my life. Today we're talking about something serious and very, very unserious and serious at the same time. Do you know that how do I put it now? That some military men or so soldiers have resigned from Nigerian army and joined the Ukraine and then the British army because of what? Because the government is not treating them very well. You'll be shocked to hear or to see these these details. So dozens of Nigerian soldiers have resigned to join British Ukraine armies, others over poor welfare, more to leave military sources. These are what we get when the country is not doing their workers very well. You could imagine how unfair they treat our soldiers. So now they are not leaving the Nigerian army just to join the British Ukraine armies, and others are yet to leave over poor welfare. And once some have started leaving, believe me not, or believe me, whether I believe it or not, others will also want to leave because everybody loves to be in a place where they are to be taken care of. And you can imagine Nigeria not taking care of their armies. They who are who will protect Nigeria from insecurities. We are complaining of insecurities in Nigeria. But guess what? More soldiers are leaving Nigeria army to join the British army. Then tell me who are who we are going to protect this country from the crisis we are going in right now. Because we all know that Nigeria is going into insecurity right now. It's at its peak. And guess what? More are leaving. Instead of more to be joining the army in Nigeria to protect Nigeria, more are leaving. Then many soldiers have resigned from the Nigerian army to join the military forces of other countries, including the British Army, Ukrainian Army, and other Commonwealth nations. Some reporters gathered. Then, if all these people are leaving the Nigerian army, who are set to protect the citizens from insecurities in Nigeria? And we all know how the nurses are also studying nurse in Nigeria just to live because the kind of how they are treated here is very, very unfair. So they learn from Nigeria and then they leave to other countries to practice, be where where they can be taken care of. Because here in Nigeria, they don't take care of anybody in Nigeria. They don't take care of the army. They don't take care of the nurses. They don't take care of anything in this life in Nigeria right now. Government have failed completely because soldiers are meant to be number one to take care of. The nurses are meant to be taken care of. But guess what? Here we are in Nigeria, none of them are being taken care of. And then they study here, and then just to leave to other countries to practice. That's why you go other countries, you see more of doctors outside the country. You see more of intelligent people that are outside the country because of what was in Nigeria is very bad. So some resources who spoke to Sahara reporters, the mass resignation is attributed to poor welfare, inadequate equipment, and lack of motivation within the Nigerian army. The soldiers are mostly in the medical corps. Sources told Sahara reporters that many more will soon leave as a resignation they are waiting for approval. Could you imagine this? More and more are leaving Nigerian army. Who will protect us? Because of the no welfare in this country. How much do you pay the army that sacrifice their life to protect the citizens? You pay them chicken change, and yet you threaten them. And this is why the armies are respected in this country because of how they carry themselves. This protest, everybody's protesting that we want a good governance. But people that hijack that protest are the police people. The armies they never hijacked anything because they know that the protest was the right move to go because everybody is feeling the heat in this country. But police always do as if they don't feel the heat and then they try stopping and throwing tear gas to the protesters. Now see what is happening. People are leaving the security agents to go outside to join their own. You can imagine training people here for them to leave and go and practice elsewhere. That is a bad and a very bad sign for our country if care is not taken. Imagine this is frustration with Nigerian government's failure to provide them with decent living conditions, modern weapons, and inadequate compensation to combat series of non-state actors ravaging the country. So a set of 27 personnel are leaving, and the set is only medical corps. Infantry corps are armored corps are still coming. So many will still leave because I can't be in the organization and then they're not treating me where my parents are living and I'll still be there. No, I would like to move with them to a place where there is more greener pasture. Could you imagine a country where the armies are not being equipped with a modern weapon and they expect them to go to war and fight with two weapons so they will go there and be killed. We all know how the life of our soldiers are being taken day by day as if it's nothing because they are not well equipped, and that's why they are crying out that the government should give them modern weapons and the government should be taking care of them very well because as number one, They're the one that protect the president, protect the vice president. Without them, the president is not secured. But guess what? They don't care about that because they feel that they have the position and they can do anything they want to do, living the life of these people on check and just doing anything that they want. Could you imagine the life of a security man is at stake because of the country's government failure, as being said here, that their failure to provide them with decent living conditions, modern weapons, and adequate compensation to combat a series of non-state actors ravaging the country. And then we are kind of insecurities where the government are not doing anything to curb that insecurities. You could imagine. So many are leaving because the work is no longer sustainable. People are running every day to join British Army, Ukraine, Russia, Commonwealth Army, and the likes. That's what is happening now. A source in the Nigerian military informed Tara reporters. Even the planned protest, many soldiers are praying it should happen. Another source added, tell me who would not like that protest to hold except the police people. Because these are the only people that are here threatening protesters that if they should do this or do that, that they will attack, they will throw tear gas. Could you imagine that in a state where you yourself as a policeman is not being taken care of? What else do you need to do if not to applaud those people that come out to protest on your behalf? That's why I love the army, and the armies will always be respected. Could you imagine the armies are wishing and hoping that that protest should hold because they know that the protest is for everybody and not for some persons. Because we are one in this country, everybody is facing the heat. There's no more big person and small. It's either you are very rich or you are poor. Because if you're earning 20,000 in this country, you are earning a chicken change. 200,000 naira cannot feed a family man very comfortable right now in this country, where the price of fuel is 1,001, is 1,050 naira. We ever go price is around 80, 100,000 naira. That got bit expensive. Gary, which was the common food to mankind, now expensive. Onion, expensive. Pepper, expensive. Every single common thing right now in Nigeria. Just check of bread. If you're buying a bread of 1,000 naira now, buying just flour. No single test, nothing is there. If you want to buy a bread right now, buy a bread of 2.5. That is the only bread you can buy now that has something that has, at least you can enjoy. For right now, nobody's enjoying. Everybody's just living. Everybody just eating anything they see just to live because life is now unbearable for to any Nigerian right now. And I think this army are wise by living because you have to go to where you are honored. In this country, they don't honor anybody, and that shows a very bad sign. And guess what? The government don't even care, and now people and the army are living. I guess who will protect us from this danger we are already facing here in our country. Let me not think also in the comment section because this is actually a critical topic and actually it's very serious that the government look into this or else they will keep on living. And once they do that, it's very sad and very bad for us. Thank you, Alif CJ. Thank you. I think this is a proper topic to be handled on because if not being taken care of, many will keep on living, and if they keep on living, it's a bad thing for our country because more insecurity will keep looming in our country. So, a document obtained by Sarah reporters confirmed massive resignation by army personnel. The document released by the Department of the Personnel Management, Muhammadu Buhari, Cantonment, dated August 2024, approved the voluntary discharge of about 27 soldiers from the service. That means there are a lot of people that have applied that they want to resign, but few have been signed, which means that the rest could be resigned anytime from now. And guess what? They keep on living and yet nothing is being done. At least a good government should do is call up these people, tell them what and what should be the solution so that you don't leave a country and go to another country. Because we all know that people are going to army to serve the country. Because right now, nothing to serve. People go to NYC are going there to suffer. They will post you in a state where there's no light, where there's no water, where there's nothing, and then they pay you 3,000 naira per month, which is not up to a bag of rice, which cannot feed you for that 1 month. Let's just say you left everything you're doing to go and serve Nigeria, going there to go and die. Many street coppers have been pied on their way to their destinations. Maybe they post you to here, they are going there. We've heard of news where they kidnap some persons or NYC corp members going to serve the country. That means if you want to serve the country, you are leaving everything. You are leaving your work, you are leaving your family, You are leaving your joy, you are leaving everything to go and serve the country, only to go there to go and suffer. Who does that? That's why people hardly go for NYSC now. And NYSC now just like a play. People are now paying just to get certificate because it's not worth it any longer. Life is very important. If not taken care of, people do not value anything else in this country. Could you imagine that? So, in accordance with the provision of reference A and B, the COAC via NASHO reference C approved the voluntary discharge of the above named soldiers and 26 others listed as Annex A. A lot of people are leaving, and this is not a good thing for us. The government should do something about this. So the soldiers are to proceed on terminal leave with effect from 1st of November 2020, 1st November 2024, while their disengagement date takes off from 30th. Could you imagine that? So people are just leaving voluntarily, and the government are even the one signing it. Instead of the government to come and say, okay, what and what should be done, let's come to a conclusion. What is the problem? What and what do you need? They will sign. But if it's to sign a million of naira just to renovate a toilet, they will probably sign. If it's to sign a million of naira just to decorate the hall of the first lady, they will happily do that. But could you imagine coming up to sign a bill at least that will help bring back this our armies together? Because in Nigeria, the only forces that is working very well and primarily are the armies. The police are not actually doing their job, do their job, but they are not being. In fact, the police are not also well treated. That's why you see them at checkpoints asking for money instead of taking people that are the kidnappers and the rest. They are busy collecting money because we can't blame them. Everybody's happy, everybody's hungry, everybody's looking for a way to survive. And what is the way to survive if not to go to checkpoints and be asking for commercial drivers for 100 naira, 200 naira? Imagine collecting that for the whole day. That's a lot of money for them to manage till the government pays them a token. Because it's a token, they don't pay you anything worth what you've worked. And that's a very bad sign. And that's why people are leaving these armed forces. Me, I'm very concerned because if armies keep living like this, it's a big problem for us. It's a big problem to our own securities, and it will also be a big problem for any investor that wants to come into Nigeria to do anything called investment in Nigeria because they will feel it's no longer safe. Could imagine we have the army and yes, Nigeria is not safe. You could imagine if the army now goes off, like what is going to happen? So effort to reach the army spokesman, Major General Onyema Wachukwu for comment failed as he did not answer his call or reply to a text message sent to mobile line. Some reporters have reported several instances of non-payment of bonuses and delay of salaries of the soldiers by Nigeria government. What does they need from us? You don't want us to give them our lives before they know that we are trying. How can you be owing an army officer, someone that goes to the battle and his life is in line? But yes, you are owing them, and then you are buying SUVs for the senators. You are buying SUVs for people that are who just staying under AC and be signing any bill that come. Their work there is just to sit under AC and collect huge salary, but yet people working are not being paid. These are the problem that this country is facing, and actually a very huge problem for us all. Aside, let's remove this army people now. Even workers are not being paid. That's why you see strikes here and there. Everybody's threatening by the government with strikes, and guess what? They don't even care. So on Monday, this newspaper reported that the Nigerian government, under the leadership of President Bola Tinubu, had yet to pay personnel of the Nigerian Army their August salary and allowances, and we're already in September, and yet some persons' salary are not being paid. The armies are not being paid salary, and they expect them to protect the country. How will they do that if they're not being fed and taken care of? So this was disclosed in an internal memo issued by the army authorities. In the memo obtained by Sarah reporters on Monday, the authorities urged the soldiers to exercise patience. Exercise patience that you are buying SUVs, we are using millions of naira to renovate toilets and do some expenses, whereas the most important thing is not being taken care of. This is a bad thing for the government, and I think they should wake up and know what they do to serve the country better because this is getting out of hand. They need to wake up. Our government needs to wake up and do the needful because people, if this army keep on living, this is a serious case. Oh. It's a very serious case. If this army keep on leaving this country to go and join other countries' army, it's sure that this country is a failure. Because how can a army like army that is meant to protect the country is leaving to go and join another army in another country because okay, if that's the reason they say that the government is not taking care of them. How does that sound? How does that make you think, even if you're not a Nigerian, then an army joining your country just to hear that they are leaving because their governments have failed them? This is a bad thing, and I think the government needs to do this. So delay in payment of salaries and bonuses of the Nigerian army is not a strange thing in Nigeria, pretty much because it's a normal thing. Because in October 2022, some soldiers lamented the delayed payment of their salaries and the non-implement of such for over 10 good years that they had been in service. 10 good years, and then you expect them to come and serve the country with their heart. They'll be happy that they're serving Nigeria, and then they're being starved. How can you be owing people and then you don't even intend and the hardship is getting harder. The cost is getting harder, but yet you don't increase the salaries of your workers. How does that sound? But yet they are approving bonuses for the senators. They are approving millions of naira for senators for doing what exactly? For sitting under the AC and be making some signings. Could you imagine that? And then people that are living their life are offline, in line, that have lived their life for you. You can't even make their life comfortable. How does that sound? And how do you think that they will serve the country with their hearts? How do you think that they will do what the government wants? Because right now, many police are still under, well, let me not say the cause of the government, but at least police are just there, and police have a way they are getting their own money, but the armies don't. Police get their money from checkpoints. Army don't do that. Just few of them, but most of them don't do. They are in for strictly business. What they are meant to do, they do it. That's why they are leaving Nigeria to go and join other armies. What do you think about this, my viewers watching this live now? Because to me, I think it's a serious case, and I think government needs to do something about this thing so fast before it gets out of hand. Once it gets out of hand, sorry, because they're not coming back. Insecurity will increase badly, and nobody will be safe any longer in this country. No human being will be safe because people say insecurity is because of hunger. Then now imagine if these armies are living because of the same hunger. That means people will do more bad things to survive. People will kidnap and ask for ransom to survive. People will rob the bank to survive. People will rob houses to survive. People will be killing and doing rituals to survive. So a lot of insecurities will keep on increasing if the hunger is not being tackled. There's the means of insecurity in Nigeria is hunger. Hunger is the one factor before greed and then selfishness. But hunger is number one. Nigerians are very hardworking. If they can at least be feel like if hunger can be taken off, you will see that Nigeria will be a better place. But since hunger is the talk of the town in Nigeria, Nigeria insecurity will keep on increasing, and those meant to curb it are leaving. Then who will save who? Only God can save us from this country and from this mess. I'll leave you guys in my next life tomorrow. Don't forget to stay tuned, tune up, and I will give you guys another gist tomorrow. But I think the government should do something about this particular issue of the armies leaving before it gets out of hand. I will see you guys in my next life.